The Power of Dialogue program, POD, is the first global dialogue initiative program for young dialogue leaders. It took Steph and Andrew, the wonderful facilitators from PI, and me nearly 1 year to develop the program through Zoom. This way of working online has not been a disadvantage, but turned out to be a huge benefit. The result was the creation of an innovative program that fits our new world that is dealing with COVID and for the post-corona world. In POD, the Zoom is no longer just a video call between many participants, but an exciting event that involves its participants up to the maximum. Sharing music and personal stories, various games, working in pairs, in small groups, and in the full forum, even meditations. Everything is possible to do online. And believe me when I tell you that during the sessions, people forgot they were Zooming. And of course, working online enables us to bring together youth from all over the world. And in this program, we had young people from, as you see here, the United States, England, Israel, Jamaica, Kenya, and Gambia. The various stages of the program. So the program was designed for young people and adults that we call mentors to participate together as a team of equal forces that lead social dialogue processes. The first stage was to meet with the mentors and explain to them about the program and let them experience its key processes. This is a very basic principle in POD. Everyone is equal. Everyone does all tasks. We've also prepared for them a very detailed instruction booklet that contained all the information they would need in order to work with both their home groups, teens from their country, and the heterogeneous groups containing teens from different countries that we call POD groups. The second stage was the online gathering, 5 days of intensive workshop in Zoom with the teens and the mentors. Each day we've focused on a different dialogue skill, such as being open to others, profound listening, containment and empathy, meaningful giving to others, and joining forces to reach common goals. The youth learned about important values such as support and encouragement of others, becoming socially involved and working together for the welfare of others. Besides being significant key life skills, these skills were then put to practice through the social dialogue initiatives for the benefit of each of the group's local community. Over these 5 days, the youth experienced PI's creative empowerment methodology, which includes games working on creativity through singing, painting, dancing, and more. These activities contributed greatly to the empowerment of the youth, and we will hear more about PI, which is an amazing organization, in a minute from Larissa. All of these were combined with music for dialogue, model, and processes. The third phase of our program was the development of social projects that promote dialogue, mutual support, and responsibility. Impacting the youth local community in a meaningful way is one of the most important goals of the Power of Dialogue program. We wanted the youth to increase their ability to focus on and collaborate around shared goals and unifying interests, and learn that dialogue is a way to create connection and joint action that crosses cultures, nationalities, sectors, and age groups. At this stage, each participant was asked to suggest an idea for a social dialogue project that can help his or her community. Then, in a very creative process, home groups started building their projects. Although at this stage we were divided into different home groups, each group reported to the other groups on the progress of its project and received feedback and help from the other groups. So in no time have we forgotten that we are one group, the pod community. And I'm very happy to update you that each of the home group has taken up the challenge and created a project that used dialogue processes in order to achieve important social goals for the benefit of their community. And they chose to address some very significant issues, such as homeless people, solidarity and social cohesion in their community, making the streets of their neighborhoods safer, reducing tensions between different sectors, dialogue circles that raise serious issues such as drug addiction, global warming, helping the elderly and the Holocaust survivors, and more. These days, we are exactly at the stage of implementing the project. And during September, we expect the groups to complete a pilot of their social dialogue projects. And here you can see some of the updates from the last few days. Actually, the one from England came today, and you can see the kids doing all the process of the social dialogue project. Now, the success of each of the projects depends largely on the dialogue processes that the young people who lead it will develop with other people around them, within their organizations, among their friends, neighbors, and their families. Success in recruiting their local communities to join the project and actively identify with it is all about implementing meaningful and successful dialogue. Doing so will also give greater social significance to their projects and increase their chances to continue and further develop over time. So, to summarize it all, I'd like to emphasize that the impact potential of this program and of its dialogue processes is vast. First of all, on the youth who participate, and secondly, on additional and wide circles of people through the social projects that promote dialogue, mutual support, and responsibility. The program includes 3 main dialogue processes successfully implemented that are important for achieving meaningful and sustainable success in promoting social projects in general. 1, bonding between the young participants from different countries within the pod groups. 2, joining forces in developing social initiatives within each organization, deciding on preferred projects and joining forces to implement them. And 3, recruiting additional partners and participants to support and cooperate in the project's implementation. We hope, of course, to continue this very special global dialogue initiative program for young dialogue leaders. Help more young leaders from around the world to gain confidence in their power to improve dialogue, mutual support, and solidarity within their communities through more pod programs and additional empowerment programs. Maintain the bonding between the pod participants and gradually create a global network of committed young dialogue leaders within their countries and communities, and include all the projects created through pod in our forthcoming Global Dialogue Projects database to be emulated by more young people worldwide. And as Jamie said before, I remind you that our graduation event will take place on October 3rd. All of you, of course, are very much invited. Thank you.